Certainly an interesting intro for these types of videos. I would really wish Warframe or even other games that I play had something similar. Outlast 2. Anyway, welcome to another Underdog Tales, this time aptly titled Not Being Carried for Once. Now, I went into duos, because let's be honest, I prefer duos, and I bumped into a Masters player. Now you can definitely see that he is going to be the quote-unquote carry for this game based on the fact he is like 3 ranks above my peak, which is gold 2. I did manage to get to Platinum 4 today, which is nice, but this was prior to getting to Platinum 1, which was a couple of days ago. Now I want to get in here while I wait for my buddy Reggie to be ready, and I think we had a trio. No, it was just him and me. And I went into duos to warm up while he was faffing around and ranked, and this is the game where I didn't actually get carried despite the fact that we were miles away in terms of rank. Now I did apologise ahead of the game because past couple of duos games have been pretty bad despite me holding my own for a little bit, but I knew for a fact that what's happened before was I got left behind, I struggled to keep up, they basically single-handedly won the game with me in tow. I've always hated feeling like that, so yeah. On to the first game, he said it was okay, so I was like, okay good, at least he knows I won't be at least he knows already kind of deal. But the first fight actually went surprisingly well. I am fully well aware this is a big mistake, even I said that to myself in game, but my teammate had it, I think. So after that very close fight, my guy nearly died to the gas, but it's fine. So we quickly looted up, healed up another, and it did not take long before we found the next fight, as shown by Bangalore getting hit. So we flew up, we both seen his lifeline, beamed him up, poor guy, they left immediately, so it was fun. I became bait while my friend managed to get the other guy. Didn't really help out with much there, but I managed to kind of beat them. Swapped out the Vault for the Nemesis, and then we moved on to the next fight, which happened immediately after this one.
Incoming care package. Pro tip, don't try grabbing something moving at that trajectory.
Attention, there is a new kill leader.
Just got promoted.
Smuggling loot here.
Contact on my marker.
Broke enemy shield. Reloading.
Nice front row seat to basically an execution. So after this we looted up. I was fucking about with bullets for some reason. I realised there was more light armour in there, and I need to really speed up my looting, I will say. It's still too slow for my liking, but it is what it is. So after finally finishing up looting, we then moved on. I wasn't sure what he was doing, I think he was waiting on me, but he showed off his Master's badge, so I decided to show off my gold badge I got from season 16. Thought it was kind of cool the fact that a gold and a Master player were basically in the same lobby, doing pretty decently together. I decided to take a screenshot because I thought it was kind of funny in a way. I still have that screenshot, I don't know why. I never added the guy unfortunately because he was on Xbox, and the whole EA thing's a bit fucky with me sometimes. It doesn't show if they're online unless they're online. But even on Xbox and all that nonsense, I don't bother with it. But after this, after that little thing there, I am still practicing using Valkyrie for the most part. I hope that you all understand my loadout's a bit better this time around. So she pinged right at the ground, which automatically made me think use the ultimate. I pinged there, and she said fine, so we went over there. Now this happened a couple of times where she would ping right next to her feet, which would suggest to me, oh, use your ultimate. So we didn't even need to use mics to communicate, like pings were enough. Now I've had a few games where pings were just enough to basically get the point across and then move on and use ultimate or whatever like that, win the game essentially. which is always nice to see, I think. So moving on to the next fight. In the distance you can hear subtle sounds of gunfire. So while the care package didn't tell me what it was in there, which is annoying, but whatever, we decided a third party. Quickly looted up and then got going. So immediately after this, we realised it was the end of round 2, so it'd be a while before we meet another squad. Boy was I wrong. So in this next area, we immediately found some more people to kill. I nearly fell off, thank God for Valkyrie, and there was a squad right there, so I just followed Bangalore and we pushed them. Pretty aggressively, I would say. I've always liked aggressive players. That was a rat too. I've always liked aggressive players because they synergize with my kind of bloodlust kind of for this game. I tend to be very bloodlusty, and it has often gotten me killed. But if you can synergize with another aggressive player like Bangalore or Ash or something like that, the game becomes better in a way. I mean, it's pubs, so obviously people just could be like, fuck it, balls to the wall, you know? Even I do that sometimes and it's fun. Besides my internet bugging out here. So I decided to do that. Fuck knows if it would have helped. I mean, you probably would have gotten to move, but I don't know about anything else about that one. So we fought this squad, that started with him pretty badly. He looked pretty bad, to be fair, but I'll let the clip play out.
Recharging shields. Charging up my shields. Taking fire.
Eating lead.
1 minute.
Rings nearby.
Wings out. Fox 3, visual clear, good tone.
Spotted. Double timing it.
Recharge.
Off the right. Spotted. Cracked an enemy's shield.
Alright, drinks are on them.
Only one squad left. It's gonna get loud.
We managed to get out, now down to them and us. She wanted me to pop ult, I popped ult, wanted to get into the zone because it was moving in. So they tried taking pot shot at us, they missed luckily. I decided to see what this was. It was a golden knock, which funnily enough Bangalore actually got. As you'll probably see in just a few minutes. This has happened before. Why do I get a sense of deja vu here? Can anyone tell me that? Right, I'm going to leave this entire thing in, and I'll kick off the music once the fighting starts, because to be honest, it was a hell of an end game for me. It was one of my best end games of all things. I was like, okay, we can potentially win this, we have zone advantage, they're likely moving towards us or somewhere else. I decided to fully heal, because it's like I'm not going to be using these syringes anyway. Who does? It's just for quick heals, you know. There's more death, there was loads of death boxes everywhere. So I picked up an extra syringe because why not? So I just followed Bangalore here. I just wanted to keep up with her, you know, because I'm always falling behind decent players. So I wanted to keep up, which turned out to be a good thing because it shows that I can keep up. I'm just a little bit slow. So if I can work on that, I'll actually be able to be decent. So here we go, we actually got engaged, but it was still a fairly early engagement. I'm still going to leave it in anyway. I dropped a battery for her just in case she needed it. I had plenty anyway. So yeah, this is technically the final fight, and it's been the longest fight of my entire life. We all started teabagging as if to say, yeah, you know. Bangalore decided to just light them up, which I found kind of funny. He did that a couple of times before moving on. But I'll just play it, I'll shut up now. Ignore that. That didn't happen.
Old Painless is waiting.
Hold tight, I got your back. Just a sec.
I mean, to be fair, I did foreshadow the fact I would be using it. So I wasn't wrong there.
45 to go. Fortunately, radar shows the ring's close. Hold up. Healing.
3-0, rings close.
Need to use this Phoenix kit. Arcstar out! We can cruise over here.
and as you can tell by the end screen, I actually kept up with the Masters player pretty damn well. I also hope you enjoyed the BFG Division by Doom. I haven't had a chance to use that in so long. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.